Hello, everybody. Phenomenal Sir, back with another episode of The First 15, the series where I play the first 15 minutes of new or underexposed indie games and then share my thoughts and feelings about them. So, today we have up the NORTHBARROW Massacre demo. The NORTHBARROW Massacre is an indie horror game. Love me some indie horror. Being developed by two people, one of which has barely touched Unity. The demo includes the first chapter of the game. There are plans for multiple chapters. Chapter 1 is The Cabin in the Woods. Chapter 2, The Butcher. Chapter 3, 4, and 5 are as yet unnamed. The game was published 2 hours ago. It shows a status of in development. So, with that out of the way, 15 minutes are on the clock, and our time with the NORTHBARROW Massacre starts now. Settings. Ultra. Graphics are set to Ultra. Oh. I see. Sensitivity. At least you can turn it down. Props to the devs for having an option to turn it down. Okay, so apparently finally we're here. Only took 2 hours. I should grab my flashlight from the trunk. I've heard it's quite a long walk to the cabin. How do I do that? E. Okay. Oh, you always just drive to the end of the road and then there's just boulders. And you're like, well, time to pull over, I suppose. That's just, I mean, that's nothing against the devs. It's just, it happens in every game. All about what doesn't happen in every game is grass growing straight through the road. Well, obviously, we're going to go this way. This is the way we're supposed to go, right? Oh, man, what if it was? What if this was the right way and that dirt road was just a trick? Common trope of indie horror games is the car, which is almost always red. The fuck? Okay. Was that like the shadow? Oh, I see. So that's, I don't know what that is. Is the car, which is almost always red, with the open trunk, the flashlight, the rocks blocking the road, and the person saying, you know, I should just leave my car here, abandoned in the road, running with the headlights on. I never understood that trope, but I guess I'm powerless to resist it, right? It's gonna happen no matter what. Some weirdness there. I don't know what the hell that was back there. That was unusual. A run button would be nice. Actually, just some controls in general would be nice. I was kind of just rolling through pressing buttons. The common buttons for indie horror games, hoping to be able to pick up that flashlight back there. Ha! Can I walk through this tree too? No, darn. I don't know what this weird effect is, where it's like sending the light shooting across the ground. So actually, it seems like you do speed up very slightly with the shift key, but not enough to really be worth talking about. I just want to know what this is over here. This law. I mean, I'm sure it's just like a cliff face or whatever, but come on, let me at least get to it. Having this much empty space only to end in a blank wall is honestly a little annoying, because now I gotta turn around and walk back, and I'm thinking maybe I'm better off just restarting the game, right? Hang on. Can I not restart the game? Is there no reset button? Do I have to reload the entire game to go back to the title? So what happens if I get stuck, developer? What happens if I get stuck somewhere? Does that mean I have to close the entire application? I guess it does. Okay, yeah, I've lost interest in walking through this forest. There we go. At least now y'all get to see the intro, right? Okay. Anyway, alright. Here we go. Only took 2 hours to walk over there. Is there a path? This graphic style is actually hurting my eyes. I like the VHS style, but this isn't that. This is just... This isn't like retro style. This is just there are squiggles. Hurts my eyes. Gotta be honest, the pacing is torturous. Oh my god. Please let there be a cabin with a killer somewhere to end my torment. Okay, am I here? What? Is this still the road? Do I follow the wet spots? Okay. Yeah, see, I was about to go that way, and I'd ended up off in the doldrums again. Hang on. It just hurts to look at. Scale is a little iffy on this outhouse, but it's not the worst I've ever seen. Cute. What is that? Is that the flush? Shit, the lights are out. And there's grass coming through the floor. Must be a backup generator somewhere. Let's see. Let's see if we can find it. Backup generator. Yeah. So, about that. Am I following this? Is this like a power line? Why would any person put the generator way the hell out here? This makes no sense. There better be another building over here. If I get all the way over here and it's just like a standard red generator that's just chilling a mile from the house, I'm gonna actually be really disappointed. Oh look, it's yellow. So me having to follow this little cable out here feels like the developer is saying it's a puzzle. But it's not really a puzzle. It's just a way to pad the length of the game, me walking all the way out here. And then coming back. Like, no normal house would be designed this way. With the generator 300 yards from the... Well, we'll say 100 yards from the house. And now I gotta struggle to get back up here. Okay. I'm not trying to be a complainer. I'm just... giving you my initial thoughts. Should get some sleep. I see something standing out there just now. Thought I saw something standing out there. I came around this corner. Thought I saw something. So I need a gas-powered generator to power my TV and this one light. Okay. Footsteps through my non-window. Do I not? Jump scare incoming. Oh yeah. Jump scare incoming, y'all. Oh my god, that was so freaking loud. That's a jump scare that I don't like because it's not scary, it's just incredibly loud. Oh my god. Was that it? Was that actually it, or did I do something wrong there? I'm gonna give you one more try, but I don't know if I actually have enough time. There's only 5 minutes left on the clock to get all the way out here. That jump scare, and maybe it's, I hate to use the label because I've not been diagnosed, but on the other hand, when I was a kid, I was diagnosed with a lot of things that people now understand to be actually just things on the autism spectrum. I'm a loud and energetic person by nature. There are no tests to really test an adult for autism spectrum disorders. I have a lot of the telltale signs of that. And one of those things is I have a deeply seated dislike of sudden, explosively loud sounds, which is weird because sudden, explosively loud sounds come out of me all the time. But that jump scare literally scared me. I looked, I saw him standing there, I saw his hand moving, and the minute I walked through the door, the game went, BAH! And that's what scared me, was the sound. And I fucking hate jump scares that are based solely on bursts of sound. Because I knew he was there. Like, the only thing that startled me was the fact that you just blasted my speakers at me. Don't like that. That's a major turnoff for a lot of people when the scare is just an extremely loud sound. I did see something before, and he didn't even actually do anything to me. He just walked slowly towards me. Is he gonna screech at me again if I come around here? So I'm not crazy. I did see something moving around before. Okay. I don't need this right now. So, okay. Let's see. If this is actually the entire game, oh my god. I hear him moving. There he is. It says I don't need this right now. Lie. Do I just go back to bed? Watch the jump scare. Blah! He's standing there. I'm not concerned. Just come on and snuggle in with me, buddy. Turning the sound down then. Okay, so I can just keep resting and nothing will happen. That seems like a sequencing issue. Alright, so I guess that's... Okay. Yeah, so you literally can't, like, go grab the gun or anything. 47 seconds left on the clock. Okay. Thoughts and feelings. I feel like I just wasted 15 minutes of my life. The entire game is me pressing E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The entire game is me using my mouse to angle my view and pressing the E key 6 times over the course of approximately 7 minutes, during which I hold the W key for the primary portion. There's one, did I see something? And a really loud sound-based jump scare. And you are offering me the privilege of paying you $2 for this game as a recommended price. Now, I understand that this is a demo, and there is more coming, and the game literally came out 2 hours ago, but absolutely not. I would be, if I was a player, I would be so pissed if I paid you money for this in its current state. Now, that being said, you've got, I don't want to say, well, you've got the start of something good, but it's not something unique. It's literally car in woods with open trunk. I grab flashlight. I leave car running in the woods for whatever reason. I walk to the cabin. I sleep. A jump scare. Like, there's literally no narrative whatsoever here. There is no narrative. There is no gameplay. I will give you props in that it worked, but there's also so much empty space. There's so much unused space in this game, and I don't know if that's because you're planning to do more with it, or am I supposed to, like, that guy just at you, and then you wake up in a cave somewhere? Like, maybe that's what that dark block was off in the middle of nowhere. It was like, maybe he's going to take me off to his cave, and I need to escape and go back and get the rifle and then kill him. But even then, that's not a narrative. That's just a series of objectives. And I want a narrative. I want a story. I want an actual atmosphere that frightens me and not just a blast of sound at an inopportune moment. Props to the developer for making some... and the other thing, I was going to say, for making something that works. The fact that I can keep sleeping over and over again doesn't break the game, but it just seems weird. It seems like there's a missing prompt there. Like, I feel like I should wake up, and my guy should be like, I heard footsteps outside the house. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. I mean, being able to sleep more is funny, but it doesn't really do anything to hurt the game. As it is, just didn't enjoy it. It's not bad. It's just not good. It's just a game I've reviewed. It's not fundamentally broken in any way. It's just, it lacks the level of substance I would expect for a game, even a game that's in development, and even a game that it literally released 2 hours ago. Like, props to the developer. Just came out, and you said yourself, one of you has no experience with Unity. So what that tells me is that one of you made the game, right? And then one of you was like the idea person or something. I don't know. I don't want to get into like what your roles were or whatever, but it just I don't feel like this game is at the point where you should be even giving people the opportunity to give you money, because there's no promise of any payoff in the end. Like, there's no story, there's no real gameplay to be had, and you're telling me thanks for the $2, there's more coming in the future. Now, speaking from personal experience, I spent 4 years working on an indie game, put it on itch.io, and I haven't finished it. I haven't done anything with it in a year. And I'm like 98% done. So you should always be looking at, when you're giving the patron, the player, the option to give you money, you should be charging them a sum of money for the experience they're getting, not for the experience you plan to give them, if that makes sense. And that's my biggest complaint about this. It's just, you actually were going to let me pay you $2 for this. The game is 5 minutes long. So yeah, for me, rate this indie horror game. I'm going to rate it 2 stars. It's not broken, but there was nothing there that really excited me. Games with potential, I've seen so many indie horror games that are this exact thing. I want to say it has potential because I've seen so many successful indie horror games that are this exact thing. But at the same time, I like to see original stuff. I would like to see where you're going with it. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a game I've reviewed. And I'm going to follow Recover Monkey. And if I see in like 3 months or 6 months or however long that they update this, I will put up a second look. And if it has made great strides, then I will take down this video. Well, I won't take down the video because, you know, the thirst for views is real. I will put up a second video basically saying I was a goddamn fool and, you know, go download this game and give them money. But as it is right now, all I can really offer to you out there is that I don't feel like it's done. I don't feel like people should be paying money for this just yet. I feel that the developer has the potential to make something out of this, but at the same time, I don't know how original it's going to be, since literally all I have is I walked in a straight line for a few minutes, and Chapter 1 is called The Cabin in the Woods, and Chapter 2 is called The Butcher. And there are going to be 5 chapters. Like, that's literally all I know about the game. So, yeah. Link to the game will be in the description down below. As always, if you feel like I have absolutely missed the mark, or if you feel like I'm totally right, but you love indie game developers as much as I do, then I would suggest that you click on the link in the description. You should come here, you should download the game, you should follow this development team, and you should check out the game in the future. You should, while you're at it, check out the other 100+ indie game reviews here on my page, and, you know, maybe you check out some of my old Twitch stuff too. Maybe you give me a follow, maybe you subscribe, you know, all that's up to you. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm just grateful to you for being here and for watching. And as always, until next time, stay healthy, stay safe out there, y'all. Later.